Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Gamer Logic. It is a very special episode because today we are reviewing Castlevania Harmony of Despair, which is like a crown achievement for me personally in the Castlevania series because it is the first 6-player co-op Castlevania game, and it's based on all the popular 2D side-scrolling Castlevania Metroidvania games. Now, when this was announced at E3 and teased a couple months before on Kotaku, I could not believe that there was actually going to be a 6-player multiplayer Castlevania game. It just didn't make sense, and I was really apprehensive at first. I thought, oh man, this is probably going to suck. How is this going to work? Well, all of that was blown away today, and I am very, very, very happy with the result. Let's review Castlevania Harmony of Despair. Castlevania Harmony of Despair continues to expand the legacy of Castlevania Symphony of the Night by making this current game a high-definition 6-player co-op adventure through many different incarnations of Castlevania. Featuring Castlevania heroes from many of the recent 2D games, this is the Castlevania game that fans have been waiting to become a reality for quite some time, whether they knew it or not. One thing that may disappoint fans of the Castlevania series is that it's lacking any major plot to it. Castlevania has reappeared, and it's up to the heroes of previous Castlevania games to join together and destroy it yet again. Alucard, Soma Cruz, Jonathan Morris, Shinoa, and Charlotte make up this all-star team of Castlevania characters. Some of us may cry foul at the fact that it's missing heroes such as Maria and Richter Belmont, but it wouldn't surprise me if they added this as DLC along with map packs of stages. After you choose your character, you and your partners will be shown the target boss of the stage. Like in typical Castlevania fashion, you will use your powers to fight a multitude of enemies from previous Castlevania games, as well as use previous gameplay mechanics to maneuver throughout the stages. Gone from this game is the experience point system that gained you more powerful stats from previous games, but you will be able to pick up a large amount of offensive and defensive items and equip them between levels or book stations. Get to the target boss, kill him, and move on to the next stage. The stages are large enough to be explored by 6 people with tons of multiple paths and really do give you the feeling that you're in a large castle. So will Castlevania HD blow your mind with amazing looking graphics? Yes and no. The game contains 3 levels of zooming, the furthest obviously looking the best, the middle looking decent, and the maximum zoom, well, not looking all that great. It looks better than Symphony of the Night on Xbox Live Arcade, but the game is still kind of cheating considering the characters are smaller than they were on Symphony, even at the maximum zoom. This game isn't ugly, but you can tell that not all the sprites were redesigned for the game. The furthest zoom can really only be used to plot paths, the middle is pretty playable, and the closest is nice for in-your-face action. The sound and music is pretty decent in this game, though I can't vouch if the original voice actors from the most recent games have reprised their roles. Alucard does definitely sound different though. All the staple sounds of Castlevania are here, and the music has that great gothic tone to it. The only disappointing fact is that it's missing some classic Castlevania tunes. No Bloody Tears, Vampire Killer, Cross of Fierce Lash, Den, Young Nobleman of Sadness, Lost Painting, Thing of Simon. Okay, I'll stop there. Konami, if you do release a DLC pack, please put these songs in. For now, it looks like I may have to deal with a custom soundtrack with some other tunes from Castlevania games. In the control department, if you played Symphony of the Night on Xbox Live Arcade, then you might remember how much of a pain in the butt it was to perform certain moves like the moon jump, among other things. The control in this game has definitely been tightened up, so it makes for far easier play. All your attacks and moves are easy to pull off and utilize. This game is fun by itself, but the root of awesomeness of this game is in its multiplayer. The fact that 6 of you can tag team a boss and pull off double team moves just makes it all that much more fun. Some of the bosses even require certain people to be at certain areas of the stage in order to dish out some major damage to them. Teamwork is key and tons of fun. Overall, if you're expecting a long-winded Castlevania 2D side-scrolling RPG, then you may be disappointed. But if you're a Castlevania fan, you're really going to enjoy destroying some monsters with 5 of your friends. It may not be perfect, but it's tons of fun and gives Castlevania fans a chance to team up with each other for the first time and fight Dracula. I give this game a 4 out of 5.